Hey guys, Harris Roomstein here for Chat Sports. We have some breaking news as the New England Patriots have acquired Cordarrelle Patterson from the Oakland Raiders for an exchange of late-round draft picks. This is going to give the Patriots the kick returner that they have been looking for and open up a lot of cap space for the Oakland Raiders. So without further ado, let's break down the trade, and then we'll get into the Patriots and Raiders individual wide receiver depth charts. We now have the full details of the Patriots and Raiders trade. The Patriots are going to pick up Cordarrelle Patterson and a 6th-round pick, and the Oakland Raiders are picking up a 5th-round pick. The Raiders have 6 6th-round selections, so this pick could either be number 185, number 192, number 210, number 212, number 216, or number 217. So a lot of options for the Patriots, but they have indeed picked up the wide receiver and kick returner in Cordarrelle Patterson. The dude is absolutely electric. He has 5 career kick return touchdowns. He's a big-time threat with the ball in his hands. He never really turned into the big-time wide receiver that a lot of teams were expecting him to. He was drafted back in 2013 by the Minnesota Vikings in a trade with the New England Patriots. They actually traded with the Pats to acquire the pick to draft Cordarrelle Patterson. He will count for $3.25 million on the Patriots salary cap, so a decent salary cap hit for a guy that doesn't really offer too much in the receiving game. I'd put money, though, that the Patriots are going to use him more as a halfback rather than a wide receiver. From the Raiders' perspective, however, they are getting rid of one of the best overall special teamers in the NFL, but I think that salary cap hit was just a little bit too steep. They have other needs that they need to get to really work towards, and I think the contract of Jordy Nelson also adds to the fact that they need to start cutting down on cap. They have a lot of extensions coming up too. So a good trade for both the Patriots and the Raiders. Let's take a look at the Patriots and Raiders wide receiver depth charts. Let's first take a look at the Patriots wide receiver depth chart with Patterson now in tow. Look, they have a lot of speed on the depth chart. Brandin Cooks, Phillip Dorsett, and now Cordarrelle Patterson. That's a pretty big deal for a team that doesn't usually have a lot of outside speed. Heck, it was a huge deal when they even acquired Brandin Cooks. Patriots fans have been pleading for a deep threat the past couple years, and they got one with Cooks. I still don't think the Patriots will use Cordarrelle Patterson as a pure wide receiver. If you look at the rest of their wide receiver core, it's usually what they have. They have a Chris Hogan, they have a Julian Edelman, Kenny Britt for a little size on the outside. So how the Patriots are going to use Cordarrelle Patterson is going to be very interesting. I think the Patriots will use Cordarrelle Patterson as more of a gadget player. He won't be a typical outside wide receiver, but with Dion Lewis and Danny Amendola gone, they're going to need another versatile player on that offense, and he is also going to return kicks and punts, which the Patriots don't currently have. He will be a nice versatile piece for their offense. Now let's take a look at the Raiders wide receiver depth chart. They have Jordy Nelson that they just picked up after cutting Michael Crabtree, and they still do have Amari Cooper, but boy, oh boy, are they going to need a big season from Amari Cooper. He was a huge disappointment for them last year. Cordarrelle Patterson was never really a pure wide receiver with the Raiders. He was used as more of a gadget player and primary special teamer, so it's not a huge hit to the Raiders wide receiver depth chart, but at the same time, a loss is still a loss. Watch out, though. There have been rumors that Ryan Grant, the wide receiver who failed his physical with the Ravens after getting that huge contract, was in Oakland recently for a visit. So if the Raiders want to bring in some more speed and add another outside guy, Ryan Grant could be the player that they pick up. So that's definitely something to keep track of if you're an Oakland Raiders fan, and also for fantasy owners if you're looking for that number 3 option that the Raiders might have next season. That's going to do for me today. Remember to subscribe to the Chat Sports YouTube page so you can get an alert every single time we have a trade here for the NFL. You can follow me on Twitter, Sports Team, for all of your NFL news and updates. But for now, we'll see ya.